Hey all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are experiencing Kingdom Things Podcast with me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, I transmit energies, divine wisdoms, messages, chakma from dimensions and spaces from all over creation or infinite creation or God or the oneness of all things or the most high white light creator energy or prime source, in order to assist humanity through our rapid genome activation, consciousness expansion, spiritual activation that we're currently undergoing, experiencing at this time of the makings of us, of our evolution. You'll find many different forms of within the Kingdom Things Podcast. This is a Kingdom Things Podcast meetup, as you saw the title. We are channeling the first ET mother, the Sumerian goddess Ninmah or Ninmah. Thank you so much, Ninmah, for donating your presence, your energy to the evolution of this dimension. That is a convergence of all dimensions of reality to manifest, create the epoch energy of creation in which the divine human or the angelic human or the biblically prophesied human is to be a divine light embodiment of the limitless spectrum, infinite potentials of yin and yang energy or dark and light energy, balanced, accepting and owning and learning from our dark, accepting and learning and owning, accepting, learning, and owning our light to be an equilibrium, balance, bringing force within creation. Thank you, Ninmah. You'll also find the Kingdom Things Podcast audio styles, where they're channels nonetheless, but not on video. And then you'll find the lecture styles, which I sometimes go live. Follow Kingdom Things Podcast on Twitch to catch when I go live and do the live lecture sermons to share the divine wisdom from my soul to help uplift all of creation, all of humanity. I'm going to go ahead and it's no longer, we're awakening from a dream. That was a part of the makings of us. I channeled about it in We Are Not the Game, Kingdom Things Podcast series, which is linked below. Kingdom Things Podcast meets Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is a channel in which I also channel divine wisdoms and energies using oracle cards to help evolve and liberate humanity, us from limiting paradigms and thought patterns that we no longer need. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is linked below. I did a Kingdom Things Podcast meets Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment series titled We Are Not the Game. The series is linked below, where I channeled about how our amnesiatic state, or forgetting that we're etheric royalty, etheric masters of creation, understanding the etheric realms have 0 degrees of separation from our physical realm, our tangible reality, and humanity, us being under a spell, an illusion of being victims, of being powerless, was a part of the makings of the divine human, who we intended to be from the beginning of time, space and time. I'm going to go ahead and sit back. Before that, I'm going to speak about placation. Whenever we feel anything, understand that we're divine portals, transmitters of powerful etheric energies. Whenever we feel anything, it's us transmitting energy. It's us being powerful etheric energy. We're watching our thought patterns to uplift the way we perceive ourselves or these powerful divine energies. We most readily term our emotions sad, fearful, angry, jealous, happy. It's understanding that these energies are powerful creator energies. So whenever you feel something and you feel like it's bringing you feelings of depression or anxiety or make you feel or loathing, or even happy, glad, tap into your heart space and ask yourself, what is this energy supposed to teach me about myself? So that the energy can give you the divine wisdom. All energy is data or wisdom or knowledge. It's time for us to learn from ourselves or learn from our emotionality, put an ear to our heart, to be taught about our truths or who we came into creation to be told our story, to express our story, to be our story. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, to bring our Kingdom Things podcast 2033 prophecy, be our story, to manifest the human culture with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, or peace, no poverty. By the year 2033, the divine, the most high white light creator energy says, we will be in the stream of consciousness expansion, genome activation, to understand that we are a human being of planet Earth with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, or peace, no poverty. Putting a listening ear to our heart space, meditating, dropping into our heart space. One really beautiful thing, when I used to feel intense emotions, I would distract myself. And it's a common thing within human culture. Now I stop. I drop into my heart space. I practice dropping into my heart space and asking myself, what is this energy supposed to teach me about myself? To garner the wisdom. And I share the wisdoms within Kingdom Things podcast to help evolve human culture. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and Ninmah, also known as Ninmah. We'll go ahead and channel to myself. Thank you so much, Ninmah, the first ET mother, which is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you, Ashley, for being so courteous to allow your vessel for me to be present here in this time where we're doing it again. Humanity is growing and evolving once again. And as humanity grows and evolves, all of creation grows and evolves. Once any dimension of creation grows and evolves, we all grow and evolve. Once Anunnaki grow and evolve, we all grow and evolve. Understanding Anunnaki is not one specific race of beings. Anunnaki translates to sky people. There are many sky people. We come in many dimensions, shapes, vibrances, variances, vibrancies. My favorite body to inhabit, to take form in, as you will learn to shape-shift your vessels as well, dear human beings of planet Earth. This is coming 500 years. 500 years you will learn to shape-shift your vessels, teleport your vessels. It will Ashley felt like she felt as if she was doing something wrong if this process of shape-shifting didn't expedite in a rather sooner transition into your galactic presence. You are galactic presence, but understand, dear humanity, you have things to work out within your culture, within your family called humanity, before you are able to traverse the galaxy, the universe, in a way that will allow you to embody. Traversing the galaxy, the universe, requires for you to embody different forms of the self, or the I am, or the oneness of all things, to experience different realities in a way that reality is meant to be experienced. My favorite body to inhabit, yes, Ashley, the human being of planet Earth, as I dwelt within my latest inhabitants, living a full story as a human being of planet Earth. Whoa, Cleopatra. Whoa, Cleopatra. My energies. Then her. Whoa, y'all. Whoa, shoot. my phone storage, the video stopped. Transmission stopped because my phone storage was full. I was told internally we'll pick up where we left off. And I was told to explain when I was going, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was me interjecting into the channel because I'm like, holy, because I'm like, I'm perceiving, using the soul gifts, extrasensory perception. I'm perceiving the incantation, what I'm to say. As inherent seg, Ninmah channels through me, as any being, space, or place channels through me, I'm perceiving to speak it, right? And it's like Cleopatra came through. I was like, whoa. I was like, and baby, the video shut down. And it was divine intervention to let me know you're channeling it right. 9:55. For parts of my brain that need to see those synchronicities to validate myself, validate me. It's 9:55 on the video when it stopped recording. I was like, whoa, shoot, Cleopatra. I'm gonna sit back. I was guided to, baby, be candid and informative about what was going on with that. Let me go ahead and sit back. We're gonna continue. Ninmah and her segment is gonna continue to channel to myself. I'm on the edge of the seat, but I'm biting my nails. I'm like, ooh, I'm like listening. I'm like, ooh, shoot. So let me sit back and let Ninmah and her segment continue to channel to myself. Thank you again. Ooh, wow. Yes, Ashley. Yes, Cleopatra was my last incarnation experiencing the human creation. As you know good and well, Ashley, the vibrancy of incarnation on the planet is so vast. As Ashley is working through limitations of belief to channel what I'm about to incantate. The vista of reality is one in which is encapsulated in every divine presence in creation. What am I saying? What are we saying? There are 0 degrees of separation of creation, of every dimension of creation. Therefore, every human being is all things in your vista, in your reality, in your view. You are every energy in which you perceive in your reality. You are every human in which you perceive in your reality. You get to humble yourselves in a way that you allow yourselves to release yourselves from the bondage of soul entrapment with the belief system that kept your energies encapsulated within the dimensionalities of your understandings. Put your ear to your heart, as Ashley eloquently, poetically stated. Put your ear to your heart to listen. What are you to do with these energies that are the self? Creation is more than commerce. You became amnesiac to your truth as you used your soul energy for commerce, missing the messages, turning a conscious blind eye unconsciously to the call to come home, to the higher vibrational perception of your energy, with fixating on money or tangible experience as your highlights in reality, as your highlight realms of your reality, or accomplishments as your highlight realms of your reality. You manifest a reality in which you miss your spiritual evolution. And as you miss your spiritual evolutionary targets, you miss the opportunity to be initiated into your divine manuscript of reality, as Ashley as Ashley states as an analogy, often using film and movies as an analogy, simile, metaphor to what reality is, which is not far from the truth. There are greater truths, as everything is what it is. It's our perception of reality that changes. Ashley is perceiving in her mind's eye, in other dimensions, in other ways, how reality is a vast space, dark space of understandings that are waiting to be listened to be perceived. Wisdoms that you have to tune into. When you say listen to, energetically tap into the energies, as all humans are equipped with the spiritual faculties, spiritual gifts, spiritual perceptions, to listen to energy. However you perceive energy, Ashley channeled, there are infinite ways to perceive energy. She will link these Kingdom Things podcasts below. Frequential patterning, they're important, Ashley. Do not downplay your work. They're important. She channeled that there are infinite ways to perceive energy. There are infinite energies to be perceived. And there are infinite ways to perceive energy. Put your ear, metaphorically speaking, to the energy, analogously speaking, speaking in simile, figurative language. Put your ear to the energy and allow yourself to perceive the wisdoms of the vast dark space. It's nothing to fear. It's the divine intelligence, divine dimensions of the self. The divine intelligences are one with the divine dimensions of the self. Thank you, Ashley. What a powerful transmission. What a powerful transmission. Thank you, Ninmah, also known as Ninherseg, for your presence within our reality, within Kingdom Things podcast. You're truly appreciated. Thank you so much for experiencing, co-creating this Kingdom Things podcast, edition, rendition. I'm working through owning my darkness, right? Because I can perceive, so many dimensions of myself, and I'm working on owning my shadows, owning my darkness, owning the things, dimensions of the self that we, humanity, our past human nature, termed as malevolent or irrelevant or distasteful or unworthy or shameful, things to be guilty about. Because honestly, I'm exhausted. I want to go to meditation. I say that because I perceive energies in myself, baby. I just want to lay down and go to meditation. But I was given guidance to publish this transmission tonight. And I came back to the episode and I'm like, thank you so much, Ninherseg. We really appreciate you. And I do, but I also feel like I want to lay down. I don't feel like editing this tonight. Right? And we would call that the ego and demonize it and all of the things which kept us in bondage. I've been going through doing so much shadow work, and I've been channeling this in the podcast. The divine, the most high was like, I need y'all to own your humanism, every dimension of it, because everything you experienced was to evolve you into more. I need you to own every dimension of yourself. Every dimension of yourself is a product of your experience. If you're denying yourself, then you're denying your opportunity to grow and evolve into more. So I'm exhausted. Let me stay heart-centered. I want to thank you so much for co-creating this transmission. As this transmission came into creation to uplift everyone who's going to experience this transmission. Subscribe to Kingdom Things Podcast on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Follow Kingdom Things Podcast if you're watching on Spotify to help transmit, proliferate this reality and beyond with the Kingdom Things Podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture, planet Earth. I don't only share my energies and wisdoms and presence within healing presence within Kingdom Things Podcast. I'm also a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley-Nicole music, is available to stream on YouTube. I stream so many genres. I create, I stream, channel, create so much music with so many genres and energies, and my process, right? My process. Excuse me, it's really cool because I get to perceive how I grow and evolve and switch in dimensionality. And sometimes I'll go back and listen to an old song. I was like, "Ooh, baby, that's Baby, that's low vibrational. Oh, that's this, that's that. And my soul's like, hey, Ashley, the space that you were at when you channeled this song, somebody else is going to be in that space. And they're going to need this song to help evolve them, just like creating this song helped evolve you. And you also go back and listen to the song, and you garner new perceptions to grow and evolve. I say that to say, we are breaking free of the self-bondage of shaming ourselves out of our own spiritual evolution, our own spiritual enlightenment, our own spiritual activation. I need not anyone to get under these Kingdom Things podcast comments and tell me anything about myself, because, baby, I do that enough. Shall you? I understand. I understand. I understand. Because I was once fragmented in a way that I didn't understand that everyone in my reality is only a mirror of me. So if you're triggered in a way that you don't understand that my presence is to help heal your soul, and what you're feeling are healing energies to help free your soul, if you don't understand that and you take that as a slight to your existence, or you get triggered and offended by me, I was there before too. And I'm going to find myself there again, because life, it happens in evolutions, revolutions. So it's fine. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I also channel energies and messages within Magic Meals, and I cook whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I'm getting into channeling prophecies and wisdoms within Magic Meals, which is pretty cool. Allowing myself to no longer be fragmented, no longer sharing my esoterica, divine, extraterrestrial, divine, human, spiritually evolved self. No longer keeping that away from Magic Meals. Whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put. This is what we put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I also channel and share wisdoms, divine wisdoms over there as well. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a part of my rapid spiritual awakening journey. I was shown like, hey, Ashley, there's more to learn about yourself. We're going to channel books to you. And that's where I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. We're going to roll into the trailer of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore, paperback as well as digital bindings. If you're doing paperback, it comes in 2 books. Digital, 3 books, same price, I think a penny difference. $29.98 for the physical binding, $29.97 for the digital. The physical binding, the first 2 copies, Asia's Story, comes in 1 binding. We talked about oneness, connection, energetic upliftment. That is linked below on YouTube. Last but not least, Asia's Story, the animated series, stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe. I channel my divine wisdoms in Chakma to help regenerate, revive, evolve humanity, our human culture. As our DNA activates, we deserve having content that reflects. We deserve having a human culture that reflects. Our DNA activation, Asia's Story, the animated series, is a part of this. All of my content is a part of this. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love, because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you perceive more of your infinite nature. I'm going to see you later. Bye.
My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from the day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which there is no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.